Okay, guys, so, there's been two videos already on it, but I feel we need a little bit more information for you guys, and so here it is. Um, CB Radio Drama Free. When I first went over there, it was a great channel. Everybody was cool. You had good conversations. We talked about everything except for politics and religion. So, I think it's time to start throwing some names up under the bus here as far as the administrative and moderators on the CB Radio Drama Free channel on Zello. So, first name to throw under the bus, Buffalo Tool. That's right. You seen the second video. Well,
That's the Duke, that's only part one of two. There is a second video.
And you can hear UK, US, worldwide just then. And that was Alan, everybody. So if you want to come over and have a good conversation and talk to the people that these people have actually blocked and banned from channels because they didn't like what they had to say, they didn't agree with it, come right over to UK, US, worldwide on the Zello app and talk to us. Talk to all of us. We'll talk. Now, I'm giving you out channel names that I am on, so you know that it's not just my word against theirs. There's multiple people that are involved in this. And so Buffalo Tool, let's get back to Buffalo Tool. Alright, remember I said they have set hours for when you can talk one way, and then they call it late night hour when it goes R-rated talk. Yeah, Buffalo Tool, he likes to push the limits. And he uses sexual innuendo during non-late night hours.
Hey, Oxen Man, you around?
And guess what? There's people who can attest to that. So like I said, come over to UK, US, worldwide. Talk to us. We'll tell you everything you want to know about CB Radio Drama Free, and then you can make a decision for yourself to go over there and listen in, since it's an open channel. By the way, guys, don't troll them, don't spam YouTube links in there, and don't go after anybody or cuss at anybody in there, because they will block you, because it's a gang mentality, not a family mentality. Another person to talk about this over there, he is one of the biggie guys. He is a moderator on the channel. His name is OG Sandman. He likes to make things, well, he likes to embellish a bit. For instance, if you ask him, he'll tell you that his fists are registered lethal weapons because a judge made him. And he will tell you outrageous stories. Don't get me wrong, they're interesting to hear, but a lot of it, he's going to make himself sound like he's 10 times better than the guy before him. Yeah, he's one of those kind of guys. Well, you say you caught a 10-pound catfish? Well, he's going to tell you the time he caught like a 30 to 40-pound catfish. He's going to tell you about his family history. He's going to play the Oh, poor pitiful me. Now, don't get me wrong, because some of the things Sandman says, they are true. Sandman did get bit by a copperhead snake. I seen the pictures of the snake bite. He actually posted those. He recovered from it, because copperhead bites, you're not usually going to be fatal. And that's actual proven fact. You can look it up if you want to. But Sandman, I do consider him kind of a good guy, but Sandman does embellish things quite a bit, quite often, for his own gain, to make himself look good. And that's Sandman. Another one to talk about is OG Criminal. Well, let me tell you about OG Criminal. OG Criminal is president number 2 of the ROC, Rebel Outlaw Crew. He is a moderator for CB Radio Drama Free. And he likes to create his own rules. For instance, an actual situation that happened, and like I said, I've invited you guys over to the channel to talk to us. Talk to Eagle Mama. Eagle Mama still had access to CB Radio Drama Free when she left and dropped her tags, just like I did until they banned me today. Well, she didn't key up, she wasn't talking, her account was on, she was just listening in. And out of nowhere, no warnings, no, hey, key up and talk, anything like that. Boom, OG Criminal bans her for no reason. You see where I'm going with this? Another thing, they will tell you there's channel rules. Well, if you go to UK, US, Worldwide, if you go to the Zenden, if you go to Grand Soprano 115, the 3 channels that I am currently active on, you will see in the description of the channel before you accept to go into the channel that there's a list of rules. In the beginning, when I first went over to CB Radio Drama Free, there was a list of rules in the channel description. If you go there now and you look in the channel description before you decide to add the channel to your channel list, they have deleted all the rules. Why? Because they can create their own rules on the spot and ban whoever they don't like. I mean, it's kind of obvious what they're up to. Now, let's get to the hierarchy of CB Radio Drama Free and the Rebel Outlaw Crew. On Zello, you have 2 people that, while I was there, I considered the 2 main people I would go to if I had a problem. And I rarely had a problem. I don't think I ever reported one. You have Rattlesnake 1, which, by the way, guys, Rattlesnake has numerous accounts, all Rattlesnake 1 in some form or fashion. He has one that has a picture of himself on there. He has a few others that just have a logo that he's created for Rattlesnake. He's the president of the ROC. He's also the channel owner for CB Radio Drama Free. And you have LBT, Little Bit Twisted. Well, when things were brought up to LBT about Eagle Mama being banned from the channel, she said, well, it's Rattlesnake's channel and he can do what he wants. But CB Radio Drama Free was created specifically for the Rebel Outlaw crew. So LBT, being a founder of Rebel Outlaw crew, Rattlesnake being the president of Rebel Outlaw crew, you know, it was a flip-flop. You would go to Rattlesnake, and Rattlesnake will say, well, you got to talk to LBT and the co-founder too. And LBT, the founder, would say, well, you got to go to Rattlesnake because he's the president and it's a channel. You know, you get the back and forth, and finally you know, after they say it once to you, each person, you finally get it. They're playing the damn mom and dad tactic. Well, go ask your mom, and if she says okay, I'll say okay. Well, go ask your daddy, and if he says okay, I'll say okay. That's the bullshit you deal with. They say it's drama free, but it's nothing but drama on the channel. The oh poor pitiful me. The I'm better than this person. The oh, he offended me, so they need to be blocked. The bullshit that goes on is ridiculous. And then they put these people in the crew. Well, first off, let's look at the rules for Zello. You're not allowed to have a crew, a clique, a clan, a gang, basically what they are. If you read federal law definition for gangs, ROC fits right in. And by the way, for those of you who are going to question me about, oh, well, how is that a gang because they're not doing anything criminal? A gang is classified in description as a group of individuals with a like-minded association, goal, etc. A group of individuals that get together to do one thing. The goal that they got together for was to have conversations. Well, bingo, that's a gang. By the way, by the legal definition of gang, a police force is a gang. A common end goal. Their common end goal for the ROC is to have conversations. Well, guess what? They're a gang. They have tags that they put on their Zello accounts in their description. And by the way, you can't take those down while you're still a member of the ROC. And every account you have on Zello has to have your ROC tags. You know what? There's a list of rules right there that you got to follow as an ROC member. If you violate the rules, they can block you from the channel temporarily. They can kick you from the channel. They can turn around and mute you from talking. And another list of rules is you have to keep your Line account logged on to the family room and the briefing room. Which, by the way, guys, because of my 2 previous videos, I guarantee you their Line chat rooms are blowing up about it. I'm surprised that LBT or Rattlesnake 1 hasn't contacted me yet. And I could care less. Alright? So, what good is CB Radio Drama Free doing when they're breaking Zello policies? The fair use policies for Zello states that you cannot have a crew, a clique, or a gang. You cannot go into cyberbullying, which, by the way, calling me a pussy-ass bitch.
Oh, Jay Lynn, I just heard about this whole YouTube conspiracy, and I was like, why the fuck is he sending me a YouTube thing on here? Okay, so I will go and I will check this out as soon as I get the time and the availability to.
And that was Mags. There's my buddy right there from from UK, US Worldwide. So they're violating a couple of terms of use for fair use with Zello. They have a clique or a group or a crew or a clan on the Zello app. They are cyberbullying, because calling me a pussy ass bitch falls into that category, and saying that they're going to cuss me out falls into that category. And guess what, guys? The complaint was lodged. I did go to the Zello support on the app. I did file a complaint against the channel, and if I have to, I will file complaints against individual members. That gets them flagged. And you know what? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the 3-strike rule with Zello. 3 strikes, you're out. Guess what? That means CB Radio Drama Free will go bye-bye. That means that the users, if they continue to get flagged, if I decide to go that route, they get 3 strikes on their profiles, they're bye-bye. So here's my message to the ROC. You don't like what I say? Change your ways, and then I'll come up with a new video. Hell, I might even promote your channel if you change your damn ways. But the way you're going right now, that's not a way to change my opinion. Calling me a pussy ass bitch, that's not a way to change my opinion of you either, Buffalo Tool. And Tilly, cussing me out, what's that going to accomplish? Oh, you get to relieve a little anger, and I get to make fun of you on YouTube and put it online for the whole world to see. So guess what, guys? We'll see you later.